Did that affect the way you see yourself or saw yourself as a girl?
Um, Definitely. Since my standards were so based on what others thought of me, um, my worthiness was really based on opinions of others. So I got really good at being a chameleon. A chameleon is this little lizard that is able to adapt to the color of their environment. So if
Yeah.
it's on a green leaf, it turns green. If it's on a brown stick, it turns brown. So I was really good at adapting to my environment to please those around me, constantly changing what I wanted or what was important to me based on the crowd that was around me.
Was it hard for you to know then, because you were so adaptable? Was it hard for you to know who you were as a person?
Absolutely, because who I was totally based on other people's opinions. There was nothing in me that was me. It was more reactionary or
Hmm.
reactive.
More reactive, right? Can you kind of unpack an incident where the way you saw success began to change?
Um, there wasn't a specific incident, but as I was saying, I was really quite the chameleon. So I did really start to notice a trend in that I didn't really belong anywhere. I was always somebody who stood out. So if I played a lot of sports. So if I was in a sports group, even though I was in the sports team, I wasn't the one that was ever the one in the core group because they would be crazy and obsessed about their sports. They would watch it on TV. They would get together and drink beers about it. But I never joined that part. So even though I played the game with them, I was never completely part of it. When I joined the Bible study, the group was entirely made of doctors and dentists and nurses.
Mhm.
And I was just a lab technician. And I don't say just anymore. Thankfully, I don't say that anymore. But
Mhm.
back then, I felt like I was the one that stood out. So I never belonged. So there wasn't an incident, but there was a lot of trends where I noticed, even though I was part of a group, I was kind of outside the group. I never fully belonged.
Right. So you're saying socially, you felt a bit unsatisfied, or you felt like your success didn't help you in that area at all.
Not at all. Yeah. So even though I had worked so hard, I had studied so hard, um, I wasn't enjoying myself socially, or I felt like I just didn't belong, like I stuck out. Um, yeah, and I really lacked confidence in that area. There was definitely a sense of loneliness and not and not feeling like I belonged anywhere.
Mhm.